In case you have not heard about the UFC's new open weight division, it is especially called the special weight division. The only qualifications are that you have a room temperature IQ and you have at least one loss in your last two. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need, all right? With that being said, let's get straight into this. Leading it off, middle of the pack, King Green is definitely a little bit special, man. We've seen the guy show IQ in the octagon. We've seen him with good striking offense. We've seen him, he's really quick on the feet. He's actually pretty well put together in interviews and stuff. But he loses the same way every time. In case you haven't watched the Paddy Pimblett fight, this man has negative grappling. If you get him not even on the ground, if you just get your hands wrapped around him or you get him down to one knee, the fight's essentially over. The man has no defense from there, no counters from there. And while he is athletic, he's also pushing like 40 now. He's just not as strong or quick as he used to be. The dude has never once adapted to a fight or a fight camp. He's had the same style, thug jitsu, since he came into the UFC, which is cool, but I'm not looking for cool. I'm looking for smart. I'm looking for guys who find ways to win. And this dude finds a way to do the same exact shit every single fight, which I just think is crazy. When you're this talented, naturally talented, you have no excuse not to figure this shit out other than just being dumb. So there's a little something off there with Bobby. Moving back into it, we've got Rufus. Rufus is getting heavily upgraded into the professional tier right now. I don't know what this man is thinking or how it's supposed to work out right now, because apparently Gaethje is getting the next title shot, and I could not disagree more with that. You got knocked out flush, cold, flatlined by Holloway. Not only that, you got decimated the entire 15 or 25 minutes, whatever the fuck. Decimated. It was not even close. You lost that fight and every second of it. On top of that, you beat Fiziev. I like Fiziev, but he's the 11th ranked guy with very clear holes in his game. Yeah, he's a great athlete. Yeah, he's great to watch on the TV. But if you're not a hardcore casual, you are very much aware that you take Fiziev down, you're probably going to be fine. It's not that easy to get him down. It's not a King Green situation, but you know that the man has plot holes, or holes in his game. And he didn't even show it, really. There was one knockdown, I mean, cool, and it was a nice little move or whatever, but Gaethje skims past the number 11 guy, who admittedly, Rafael's probably the best 11th ranked guy in the world, but after that, you just sit out. You're like, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to get the next title shot. I deserve it. You were face down in the canvas against a guy who also doesn't deserve a title shot yet. So I want you to explain to me how you get it and he doesn't. Because if anything, Max should be getting a title shot before Justin. And I don't think either of them are next up. So Justin's got something going on up here if he really believes that he's earned that. I think that he might get it just based off the fact that the UFC likes him, the fact that Trevor Whitman's big in the UFC, and they need it to work timeline-wise. Like, they need Ilya to fight one guy while Makhachev is fighting JDM so that they can go into this next bout together. They don't want to give it to Arman because he's been just not a company guy. He's doing what Rufus is doing right now. It's just been less time, so they're accepting it. And it is a little bit better because while Gaethje skimped past Fiziev, Arman really didn't even beat Charles. So they are kind of in the same boat. I don't understand what Gaethje thinks. If he would have just taken another fight, they would have given him a title shot whether he fucking won or lost, because they would have respected the fact that he did it. And they would have appreciated the fact that they needed someone to take that belt, or that shot. Anyway, I think Rufus is severely fucking himself. People are just not happy with watching Justin Gaethje sit out. The whole thing with Justin Gaethje is that we want to watch him fight. So I think that he is severely special, especially these past few months. Nothing different from my main man, Cheeto Vera. Cheeto Vera is going to go down right here in the definitely special tier. I have never seen someone other than Brian Ortega so willing to get beat up the same way for an entire fight. I mean, he stands in front of people, and he used to be a decent striker. He used to throw some knees, a nice combo, had some power in his hands. I don't see that anymore at all. I think Sean O'Malley literally beat the striking out of this man. No joke. I don't think I don't think Marlon has the confidence to strike anymore. I think that he suffered such a beatdown that it has changed who he is as a person in the octagon, and that's just not good, bro. You can't have... He's basically got PTSD from it. I mean, we have not seen the same Chito Vera since then. He's great on the ground, but he never gets the fight there. I never see this guy shoot takedowns. Even when he does, he's fully okay with letting his opponent get away, crawling away. He's like, I can get back into that position. He's really good at MMA, but he's just not all there, which is really surprising because he's one of those guys who's like, oh yeah, I just take a bunch of mushrooms and fucking go do stuff. He literally does the same shit as Corey Sandhagen, except Corey Sandhagen exudes elite ring IQ. So I don't know what kind of stems Cheeto's taken, but it's definitely the wrong ones, and he needs to switch it up because Buddy is struggling. I would like to see him get back to his old self. I think Chito had a lot of fans, and he was really fun to watch before he fought Sean. But since then, we have not seen the same guy, and there's definitely a few IQ points left in that octagon. So Chito's going to have to go on this list for me. Next up, man, you just got to watch this guy's fight to know what I'm talking about. Vinicius Oliveira is a very well put together man, speaks very well, has a lot of energy, connects great with the fans. Young guy. Has not put his hands up 1 second in that octagon. Hands down by his waist unless he is throwing punches. He does not care about guarding his head movement, any of that shit. He just doesn't. The 2 fights I have seen this guy go into, he is throwing his entire body into every single strike he does. When he goes for a takedown, flying knees, whenever he's not even a takedown. If your opponent slips or if he gets a knockdown, he dives into them. Like he is literally sprinting headfirst into his opponent every single second of the match. I've never seen anything like it. He's like a miniature tornado version of Dricus du Plessis. And it works because he's got a hell of a chin. This guy has taken some serious shots. I can't remember the guy's name, but the last fight he was in, Vinicius was tracking him down to the fence, and Buddy just threw a piston of a right hand straight down the pipe, and nothing. Just boom, turns his head right back to it, marching down his opponent with his hands down. You know how some guys will like take that first punch and then put the hands up and start moving, Gaethje style or Adesanya style or whatever? No, this dude literally does not put them up. If you hit him, he's just going to analyze the damage he took, feel how hard it hurt, and throw it 3 times harder. The same exact punch in the same exact place. He's not even going to try and counter you. He's not going to try and outstrike you. He's just like, I'm tougher than you. I look cooler than you. And I'm going to give these people a better show than you. That's it. There's nothing else going through his head other than I'm going to get this fucking win bonus and you're not. Simple. And you got to respect it because it's worked so far. That is not something you see in the UFC, especially in these smaller divisions. These guys are super technical, super athletic. I almost think this is on purpose. It has to be on purpose. There's no way he doesn't realize what he's doing with this. But it's worked so far, and outside of the octagon, I haven't seen any degenerate shit, so I'm really only going to put him in the bottom tier. I'm a big fan. Another one that I'm just going to have to put in here because it's obligated. BSD. How in the world, I know this was a while ago, how in the world do you have an entire camp to prepare for Dustin Poirier and your strategy is outbox him? Unless you're Max Holloway, Ilia Topuria, I don't really think that should be your strategy going into this fight because it's just not going to work. And not only was that his strategy, he stuck to it every single second until that right hook put him straight to sleep. But outside of the octagon, same thing as Vinicius. This guy doesn't get into any dumb debacles. You don't see any type of drama with this guy. He's super smart. He's actually a retired Italian special ops dude. So, high IQ. This dude is smart. But it's not fight IQ. You see what I'm saying? Like, this guy has an elite body, elite physicality, elite shape. Can't really do anything with it, It's like being 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, but you play golf. You're not just going to turn into Giannis overnight. That's not how shit works. I do think BSD probably should have took the opposite route. Instead of like, oh, I'm super cut and really intellectually sound. Like, I could clearly take these men out, bro. Have you seen Michael Chandler? This guy's like borderline retarded, but he absolutely can fight because he worried about fighting, not the whole special ops shit. I really like BSD, but the media, at least, or he himself, makes it out as if, oh yeah, I'm a fighter. I'm an MMA fighter. No, dude. You're a badass. You're a badass who is just becoming a fighter. Does that make sense? Now, I'm not going to say that to your face because you would beat the shit out of me and put my shins in Kimura locks, okay? So I'm going to pretend like I didn't say any of that and that the Italian government isn't mad at me. Grazie. Finally, Michael Chandler, I think y'all know where Buddy is going. Eeny, meeny, miny, professional crayon tester, his favorite color is yellow. There is nothing I can say that has not been said about this man. Elite physicality, phenomenal strength, phenomenal speed, dominated Bellator, was a great world-renowned wrestler, and he just can't put shit together. This man, in every single fight he's in, it feels like he wins the control time, or he wins rounds, or he wins the fight as a whole, but he gets finished every single time. Every single time. He either gets knocked out because he's putting himself in a bad position, because he's overthrowing that. It's like a straight overhand, like a looping straight. I don't know. But he always puts himself in bad positions to get countered. Or he uses that elite strength and physicality and he gasses out like late round 3, early round 4, and he just can't go anymore. So he gets submitted. I've never seen someone be so good at everything in the sport and still kind of suck at it. Now, don't get me wrong, I do think Michael Chandler 100% would have a better UFC career if he came earlier in his Bellator career. But that would also mean he didn't have the same Bellator career, so he wouldn't have the same statute and fucking name value when he came into the UFC, so maybe he didn't get the same opportunities. I really don't know. But I think Michael Chandler should just have some fun fights. Maybe 2 more, 3 more, and just call it. He's not going to win the title. He's not going to get into that top 3 again. Conor McGregor's not going to come back. If he is, I doubt they even give him Michael Chandler because there's a chance he wrestles him. Who the fuck wants to see that? I imagine they'll give Conor somebody who's willing to strike and not that great at it. But damn, if I didn't put Michael Chandler on this list, it would 100% be a misstep. I have 5 more guys I want to put on here, but I also know there's only 40 of you fuckers watching these, so if you really want part 2, please comment down below. I absolutely love reading the comments. Like this video. Send it to your grandma so she can say, damn, that guy's cute. I'm going to send him some Christmas cookies. You already know. Love Graham. I appreciate the fuck out of you guys. Really hope you found this video funny, entertaining. You learned something. I don't care. Comment that you want part 2, and I promise it will be here. Promise it'll be here. Give me 2 days. Give me 100 views today, and I'm going to put the video out tomorrow. After work today, guaranteed. Anyway, I absolutely love you guys. Make sure you follow me on TikTok at YouTubeYT. Make sure you subscribe down here. Instagram is the Dustin Cook _ in between. I love you guys. Go smoke some doobs. Have a great fucking day. Peace.